What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C podcast. A show. That is a podcast, by the way. A shout out to my YouTube and podcast fam. If you're part of my podcast fam, and or both, even though I stroll like a man, you're both, we know. Hugs and loves and support, and hugs of people in the near future support me. But if you're listening to the podcast the first time and you're liking what you're listening to, don't forget to follow on Speaker or wherever else you're listening to this podcast. And you're wondering about this YouTube channel, type in Tasha C TV in the YouTube search. Vice versa. If you're listening, because this is basically an auto podcast video, and you're wondering about this podcast, besides Speaker, go and look in the description of this video, and you will see the other platforms where my podcast is, also streaming at. Now, just to let y'all know, of course, this is still part of my bonus podcast. Originally, the entertainment ones, like I said, I have not put up the other videos. There's two of them. I think I'm going to choose the names like Rona or something like that to give a description, because I did record two videos talking about the Ice Queen, Cray, Miss Cray Rona, Ice Cream Rona, I love to call her. I just didn't know what to label them, but they will not, I repeat, will not be on YouTube. So it's just general information. There's some facts and stuff in there, some information about some, like, so for example, some in Michigan, some entertainers who's dealing with Ice Queen and her issues, her causing havoc. Yeah, so we'll leave it as that. But also, like I said, the bonus podcast as far as right now, and two further notes, and I get a computer fix. I'm doing more so podcasts because my laptop is now, which it was hanging on by a prayer, but it was supposed to do. It lasted decent considering how long I had it. So it's died the other day, and the computer in the back, that's the one I'm trying to get fixed, and it's like some issues where it's like, it's just some stuff I'm trying to get it fixed. So y'all be getting podcasts a little bit, longer, and Lord willing, in the near future, I'll be able to get that fixed, and also a new computer laptop as well, where y'all can start seeing like videos of me again, because I got one of the phones, y'all. I did a couple live streams, but it's like, scratching and surviving, so I'd rather do it on my computer or say the laptop. So just giving y'all an update with that. Speaking of certain things, again, if y'all read the book, like I said, since a lot of us are spending more time at home at the moment, I've talked about some of these new either shows, miniseries, or stuff that are starting to actually premiere within next week or the week after next and so forth. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. And then next day, say, live in Michigan and be back like some winter weather again for a couple days, But, so, like I said, this is March the 19th, 2020. So this is not going to be a long podcast. I usually try to keep these particular ones that, are, Kings and Queens of Black History Facts, and / this is Women History Month. Usually around under 20-something minutes anyway. And some of them, y'all, like I said, the shortest one I had was 5 minutes. But for starters, like I said, there's another book again that is turned into a mini-series. And I talked about this for a couple of my podcasts. Now, this premiered today, and it's on Hulu, okay? Now, the book, if you want to read and or say listen to audiobook, it should be listed in the library. Like I said, you may have to wait for it. But the audiobook, like I said, once you unlock it, you can listen to it and so forth. Or you want to read the book, just say if you don't want to buy it or feel like it. Or considering, Ice Queen and her issues, even if you want to buy it, unless you buy it online, it gets sent to your place of residence. So anyway, because it don't has a hoopla, but I do know it's like at the libraries, you can just go through the website and, rent the book or audiobook that way. So there is a mini-series today based on a book called Little Fires Everywhere. And like I said, I do want to obviously listen to the audiobook version of this, which I do have. And what's premiere is how this is the same thing they did with the Wu-Tang series that came out the end of last year. They're supposed to get a second season that is based on the story of how Wu-Tang came to be about. It's not a documentary, it literally is like a series, okay? I didn't watch the first season yet, but I plan on doing so. And what it was is when I think it first premiered, it was like a couple episodes. Then they had like one per week. Okay, afterwards. So it's the same, even though it's a miniseries, which is starring Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon as the main characters. And like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I do see a couple of my YouTube family like Sad Scale, my Twisted Poetry is also reviewing this. A couple people also reviewing this as well. So the first 3 episodes, supposed to be 8 episodes in total. So the first 3 episodes premiere. I think some of their series sometimes they have it like, they premiere and stream it all together. But I know they did the same Wu-Tang where it was like a couple episodes and then they had one every 5 episode. 9 times out of 10, usually Netflix might have the series come out all in one, bulk, okay? Like a Costco Sam's Club bulk. So if y'all want to watch that, I should just go ahead. I scanned and seen a couple articles that said this was where Little Lies should have been at. If y'all know about that book too, that also starred Zoe Kravitz, which is, the actress, the talented, both her parents are talented. But, both her parents are Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet. Well, I forgot what, I know her husband's name is Jason. I don't forgot the last names, forgive me y'all. But she was there as well. But the second season, I don't know if they're going to have a third season. But what I'm saying is, y'all, also, like I said, Madam C.J. Walker will be premiering on Netflix. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow, which is also a limited miniseries. I don't know if it's going to premiere all together or separate. Okay. Also, like I said, it's supposed to be movie Coffee Careen supposed to come up. Also, Uncorked, which is starring Niecy Nash. I think it's supposed to come next week, and I think it's a movie that's supposed to premiere on I think Netflix and Coffee and Careen. Also, again, as far as we can news, the movie Bankers Speaking about Black Bankers that's starring Samuel L. Jackson and I think Anthony Mackie. Now, it was a limited release, but now we, due to certain circumstances, it's no longer released. But I think it's supposed to premiere April the 6th, I think on Apple Studios, Apple Plus streaming service. So, yeah. So, it's a couple movies, and if y'all ready for some more Tyler Perry, as far as, like, but his facts, what's going on, Tyler Perry actually has on BT Plus and other streaming service, there's a spinoff. If y'all watch The Oval, there's a spinoff based on the cult, and I reviewed the first couple episodes. I was going to finish reviewing the rest of that, y'all, but if I do decide to do that, everything is postponed and I think it's supposed to come back on Oval in May. I don't know, when the sisters, because it still has, I guess, a couple more episodes left, and then they'll have the, their season finale and so forth. But, just to let y'all know, there is a spinoff called Reckless that is based on, I guess you gotta watch in order to see the spinoff of that, called Reckless. And it's about the cult that has to deal with one of the characters from the Oval series. Okay. So other than that, as far as TV news, also, I think on the 31st, a new book from the famous author, like, Waiting to Exhale, A Dollar Short, Interruption of Everything. I think I've gotten into Mama and so forth, and Disappearing Acts and so forth. I didn't read the sequel of the Waiting to Exhale one. Getting to Happy, I think. She's coming out, Terry McMillian is coming out with a new book. And y'all, like I said, I actually am in line because you can also recommend, like if you know about certain books, sometimes you can find, quote, quote, you can just like you can pre-order a book, you can also pre-recommend a book or pre-rate for a book is another way of saying that. So, there's a book release, a new book that she's having that, that's supposed to come actually next week. Because usually books tend to be, I think, yes, it's pre-released and it's expected March 30, 2020. I'm number 3 on copy number 1. It's not here yet, but it's not all downhill from here. Terry McMillian. And it's actually going to be read by the authors. Because I'm waiting in line for the audiobook, y'all. So I'll let you know once I'm able to finally read it. Because I got to excuse y'all now because number one, the book is not out yet. Second of all, I'm on number 3. 2 people got ahead of me. I can't complain because the book is free. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the synopsis and talk about this book just in case y'all looking for something else to listen to and or read. Okay, so let's see here. All right. Let's go here. I'm right on. I'll drop again. After a sudden change of plans, a remarkable woman and her loyal group of friends try to figure out what she's going to do with the rest of her life. From Terry McMillian, the #1 New York Times best-selling author of How Stella Got Her Groove Back and Went to Exhale, McMillian brings her signature wit and wisdom to "It's Not All Downhill from Here." The old Oprah magazine. Loretta's Corey's life is full. A little crowded sometimes, but full indeed. On the eve of her 68th birthday, she has a booming beauty supply empire, a gaggle of lifelong friends, and a husband whose moves still surprise. True, she's carrying a few more pounds than she should be, but Loretta is not one of those women who think her best days are behind her, and she's determined to prove wrong her mother, her twin sister, and everyone else with that outdated view of aging wrong. It's not all downhill from here. But when unexpected loss turns her world upside down, Loretta will have to summon all her strength, resourcefulness, and determination to keep the thriving, pursue joy, heal old wounds, and chart new paths, with a little help of her friends, of course. So, yes, y'all. That's, if y'all looking for a book. The last book was like, I Almost Forgot About You. I think I gotta still read that. I think that was one of her recent books was that. So that's the book I'm waiting on, is actually that book. Okay. So other than that, I was talking about a few releases. Let's see here. I wonder, should I talk about, well, since I'm already talking about media news and stuff today, I wanted to talk about real quick, even though it's a sad story, the jazz singer Billie Holiday. Jazz singer, this is from blackhistory.com. Jazz singer Billie Holiday was only 44 years old when she died. Billie Holiday was one of the most famous jazz singers in history. However, her difficult life came to an end at a far too early age. Excuse me, y'all. Rough upbringing. Holiday was raised primarily by her mother since her father was not around. According to reports, she was sexually assaulted as a child. She went to work in a brothel as a teenager. Stardom. Holiday was first discovered in a Harlem Jazz Club at age 18. Over the next few years, she sang alongside stars such as Benny Goodham and Telly Wilson. She eventually branched out on her own and recorded the legendary singles Strange Fruit and God Bless the Child. More Tough Times and Death. While Holiday had success in the music industry, her personal turmoil continued. In 1947, she was arrested and ultimately convicted on a narcissistic charge. She spent time in a federal rehabilitation center before being released from custody. Despite her time in rehab, Holiday continued to struggle with drug addiction. She developed liver and health problems related to her drug use, which led to her hospitalization in 1959. She was even arrested in her hospital bed for possession of heroin. Holiday died from complications of drug and alcohol abuse on July the 17th, 1959. She was just 44 years old. However, her music lives on to this day. She was even posthumously inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the year 2000. I was going to look real quick, actually, just to give a synopsis if you're wondering about this book. It is a book, but about this series, just to see what it's talking about, if y'all wondering what it is. And I think I'm going to be done for today. Well, tonight, rather, because it's 10:35 p.m. Why am I doing this? So, like I said, if you can't find Hulu, y'all, find somebody, find a way to watch it, okay? So, Little Fires was an American drama web television miniseries based on 2017 novel the same name by Celeste. I think is her name spelled Celeste Nig NG. It premiered Honolulu on March 17, 2020 and will consist of 8 episodes. The series stars Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, who also executive produced alongside Liz Lauren Nurser and Paula Savone, set in Schuyler Heights, Ohio. During the late 1990s, it features Witherspoon, Washington, as mothers with different socioeconomic backgrounds. I'm going to see if we're going to talk about a little bit about it. Okay. This is just what to give. Little Fires follows the intertwined fates of the picture-perfect Richardson family and the enigmatic mother and daughter of who upend their lives. The story explores the weight of secrets, the nature of art and identity, and the ferocious pill of motherhood, and the dangers of believing that following the rules can avert disaster. So that's all I got. Like I said, I've seen something when I was looking this up to see, did it already premiere, that it was saying something like this was better than the second seasons of what should have been Big Little Lies, which I didn't see the season. I just watched people reviews for the second season of Big Little Lies because it was the Lecter conference. So anyways, y'all, I think I'm done from now, and I will see y'all in the next podcast, which will be tomorrow, Friday / the first day in spring. Hugs and loves, everybody. And I will see y'all next one. Take care and stay safe. Positive vibes and positive energy. All right now.